Welcome to the Lawyer's Think Tank. Today's foreign word is ad hoc. Meaning and its use will be told at the end of the video. So let's start. In our last video, we have seen the first two sections of Maharashtra Rent Control Act 1999. Today we'll be looking at the section number 3, which includes the exemptions of this act. Even if the name of this section is exemption, three different types are included in this. First one is total exemption, second one is subjective exemptions. That is, exemption is given but certain conditions are put while giving the exemption. And third one is no exemption. So now here you can see the premises which are included in total exemption. First, the premises of government or local authority. Then also the premises which are given on tenancy or license and are granted by a license given by government. Also the premises given on lease, license or tenancy on behalf of any officer subordinate to the government. Next is the premises let or sublet to banks or any public sector undertakings, that is PSU. Then we have the corporations established by or under any central or state act. Then foreign missions, also the international agencies, multinational companies, private limited companies, and also the public limited companies having a share capital of more than rupees 1 crore. So all these are included in total exemption. So now let's move on to subjective exemption. Here are the premises which are given exemptions, but along with that certain conditions are put on them. So we call it subjective exemptions. It includes any premises used for any public purpose of charitable nature or to any class of premises used for the following purposes. So the first one is premises which are held by public trust for religious or charitable purpose. Then we have any public trust for religious or charitable purpose and administered by local authority. That is also included in subjective exemption. And the last we have the premises belonging to or vested in university established by any law. Now the last point, that is no exemption. This is also very important from the exam point of view. So the government companies registered under Companies Act, public body created under Central or State Act, or any premises decided by legislation are not given any exemption. Also, along with this, in subsection 1, it is given that premises belonging to the government or local authority are given total exemption. But if anything or any building is erected on any land held by any person from government or local authority under any agreement, lease, license, or other grant, even if it is having a regard to the provision of such agreement, lease, license, or grant, this building which is erected belongs to the government or the local authority, but it shall be entitled to create a tenancy in respect of such building. So this is also a very important point. Now in the next section 4, we have only one point that mentions that in subsection 1 of section 3, certain premises are included which are given total exemption. But state government at any time can direct that those premises are subject to certain conditions and terms by any general or special order. Now, in the fifth session, that is cessation of exemption. That means whatever is included in this section 3, that total exemption, subjective exemption, can be seized at any point by state government. So, if there is any contravention of any conditions or terms subject to which exemption was granted, state government can direct such exemption shall cease. That is, it will stop. But now in this section also there is one exemption. That is, if any university or any charitable institution which are given in subsection 2 of section 3 gives any reasonable opportunity of showing cause that is why this order should not be issued. So, if it is reasonable, if it is valid, then such orders are not issued. Now we will revise all these sections, that is 3, 4, 5 in Marathi. So सर्वात पहिले सबसेक्शन 1 मध्ये अशा जागांची किंवा प्रिमायसेसची नावं दिली आहेत ज्यांना टोटल एक्झेम्पशन दॅट इज पूर्णपणे सूट मिळालेली असते. महाराष्ट्र रेंट कंट्रोल ऍक्ट या प्रिमायसेसवर लागू होत नाही. त्यानंतर अशा जागांची नावं दिली आहेत ज्यांना सब्जेक्टिव्ह एक्झेम्पशन्स मिळतात. सो नाव सब्जेक्टिव्ह एक्झेम्पशन मीन्स त्यांना सूट दिलेली असते बट त्यासोबतच काही कंडिशन्स दिलेल्या असतात ज्या त्यांना फॉलो कराव्या लागतात, नाहीतर त्यांचे एक्झेम्पशन काढून घेतलं जातं.
त्यानंतर अशा जागेंचा उल्लेख आहे ज्यांना अजिबात सूट दिली नाही जात, दॅट इज नो एक्झॅम्पशन. अशा काही जागा आहेत ज्या गव्हर्नमेंटशी रिलेटेड आहेत बट त्यांना एक्झॅम्पशन मिळत नाही. त्यानंतर सेक्शन 4 मध्ये असं दिलंय की सबसेक्शन 1 ऑफ सेक्शन 3 मध्ये ज्या जागा लिहिल्या आहेत त्यांना जरी टोटल एक्झेम्पशन असलं तरी अकॉर्डिंग टू गव्हर्नमेंट कुठल्याही जनरल किंवा स्पेशल ऑर्डर थ्रू गव्हर्नमेंट त्या जागांवर कुठल्याही कंडिशन्स किंवा टर्म्स कुठल्याही वेळेला टाकू शकतं. सो जरी काही जागांना टोटल एक्झेम्पशन दिलं गेलं आहे ते कुठल्याही क्षणी काही ब्रीच दिसला कंडिशन्सचा किंवा काही गैरवर्तणूक दिसली तर त्याच्यावर कंडिशन्स टाकल्या जाऊ शकतात गव्हर्नमेंटच्या नुसार. त्यानंतर 5th सेक्शन सीजेशन ऑफ एक्झेम्पशन.
सो हा सेक्शन सर्वात इम्पॉर्टंट आहे कारण या सेक्शन मध्ये मेन्शन्ड आहे की जरी 3rd सेक्शन मध्ये खूप साऱ्या जागा दिलेल्या आहेत ज्यांना टोटल एक्झेम्पशन किंवा सब्जेक्टिव्ह एक्झेम्पशन मिळतं
तरी सुद्धा सर्व जागांना ज्या कंडिशन्स आणि टर्म्स दिल्या त्यांचं कॉन्ट्राव्हेन्शन म्हणजे ब्रीच किंवा त्या पाळल्या नाही गेल्या तर हे एक्झेम्पशन गव्हर्नमेंटकडून काढून घेतलं जाऊ शकतं. फक्त जर चॅरिटेबल इन्स्टिट्यूशन किंवा युनिव्हर्सिटी ज्या सबसेक्शन 2 मध्ये मेन्शन्ड आहेत त्यांनी या कंडिशन्स न पाळण्याचं कुठलंही रिझनेबल कॉज सांगितला तर त्यांच्यावर ही ऑर्डर इश्यू केली नाही जात. अदरवाइज द एक्झेम्पशन इज सीज्ड. Now I'll tell you about the meaning of foreign word ad hoc. It's established for a particular purpose. म्हणजेच कुठल्या तरी कारणामुळे ते फॉर्म केलेली असते. ते काही असू शकते, एखादी कमिटी किंवा अजून काही ऑर्गनायझेशन. So I'll tell you one sentence which includes this foreign word. The mayor appointed an ad hoc committee to study the project. So now here we can understand that the purpose was to study the project. So it is written that ad hoc established for a particular purpose. Committee established झाली आहे कशासाठी? प्रोजेक्टला स्टडी करण्यासाठी. So this was all about the 3 sections of Maharashtra Rent Control Act. Thank you.